hello, welcome. If you have been looking for a new show to obsess over, you did it. You found me. One time for you. Guys, we have a great show for you today. We're, of course, going to talk Grammys, moments, fashion, the two Billies, Justin Bieber, you know. And my name is Teffy. I am your host. This is a pop culture show, meaning we're going to be talking shit about celebrities. Before we start talking about what's going on in the world this weekend, right? I just want to say that Saturday morning, I got a text from Molly Righty Producing. No, Saturday. Wait, guys, wait. I got a text from Molly Righty Producing that was like, great news. Somebody made a fan account for you. And I was like, oh my God, that's so nice. What's the name of the account so I can look it up? And she goes, it's called Teffy's Toto. Good. Good. Okay, guys, so obviously this is a pop culture show, right? And there's no way I can talk about pop culture without talking about what happened yesterday, okay? And I always want, when Molly and I started crafting, putting the show together, when we got this opportunity, we're like, okay, what is this show gonna be? We decided it was gonna be a show that people could watch, and this is gonna sound stupid, but giving people an excuse not to think, you know? It's the same reason we watch reality TV, all that, where we just wanna break from the real world and watch something else. And we wanted to create something where we could all laugh together, you know? And there is just no way that we can start this show without talking about the legend and icon that we lost yesterday, Kobe Bryant, right? And I remember where I was when Michael Jackson died. Weirdly enough, I was with Molly in California. I remember where I was when Robin Williams died. And I feel like Kobe Bryant is gonna be one of those moments that we're all gonna look back and we're gonna say, where were you when you found out about Kobe? And you don't have to be a basketball fan to mourn Kobe. I feel like we're all human beings, and yesterday, someone lost their husband and 3 girls lost their dad. And I think it's really important to note that Kobe Bryant was someone who was world-renowned for many things, but most of all, his work ethic. He was, when I think of Kobe Bryant, I of course don't watch a lot of sports, but I think about someone who in every interview they said when we were vacationing, you know, Kobe was in the gym. When we were resting, when we were sleeping, Kobe was in the gym. He was always trying to perfect his craft and be the best at basketball. He was always in competition with the man in the mirror. And a lot of people have been, so that's something that's inspired me, you know, like we have to work really, really hard because life is short and you never know what tomorrow is going to bring. And a lot of people have been saying online that it's inspired them to make amends with people for the same reason, that life is short. So if you have a problem with anyone, you know, reach out. It's not worth it. So I want to say now, because I have this platform and I have this show, that if you and I had a relationship and we have beef or we had a falling out, I want you to know that you can apologize to me at any time. Okay, guys? Let's get into the show. Let's get into the gossip. Let's get into the looks. Let's get into the opinions. All of it after this break. Guys, so 2020 Grammys fashion. The Grammys were yesterday. Molly and I watched all 76 hours of it. Okay, and as always, you know we're gonna talk about red carpet. Let's get into the red carpet. We'll start with Billie Eilish. So first, Billie, I give up. I give up. If you wanna be in the Matrix, I'm gonna let you be in the Matrix. But and before people, oh, you don't understand, she's trying not to, she doesn't want to be sexualized. I am all for that, 100%. I completely understand her not wanting to be sexualized. but there has to be another way. There has to be another way. Give me something else. You know what I mean? Like, you can't, I understand not wanting people to see your body and comment on your body and being part of that conversation and wanting to be respected for your music, but there has to be another way other than dressing like Missy Elliott in the 90s. Give me a break. Come on, please. Next. Ariana Grande. Okay, this was like a moment on the red carpet. Truly like Cinderella, princess, out of a fairy tale moment, for sure. Like everything stopped when she came out, you know? And we're always like looking for those like moments on the red carpet where you're like, oh, she did it, you know? The makeup was flawless, the hair was great, surprise, it was a ponytail, and then the dress is gorgeous. But this is one thing that I'm gonna say, I think it's time, after this, I think it's time to retire the floof. It's time. You know, like, we can put a pause on the floof and come back, we can bring it back at a later time, you know what I mean? But if I see, I might thank God it wasn't pink, I would have lost it, you know? I think after we saw that Giambattista Valli, we saw that everywhere. We saw that poof everywhere in every single color, every Easter egg color imaginable, you know? But I think after Rihanna did it, we should have pressed pause. And you don't think that I want to be in the middle of this cotton ball. Like, I want to do it. I want to nest in this. And you know what? I will probably wear a floof in my life, 100%. So Ariana definitely like created, you know, I love a moment. I love a moment, super, super cute. And then she changed. Why? Why are we wearing a silky crop top and a carpet? Why are we doing this? Why are you doing this to me? Why do you hurt me? And then she changed the third time. We don't have a picture of it. Give it a Google. But she wore the same dress she always wears in emerald. And that's it. Those were the moments. That was it. That's all she gave me. So she gave me floofy, she gave me gray carpet, and then she gave me safe emerald green ballroom gown. Okay, I'll put that in my pocket and I will take that. Okay, next. Hailey. Okay, I want to say that I saw this and I loved it. I loved it. But I think this is why I loved it. I loved it because I imagined Rihanna with her short hair in it, and I loved it. And I cannot believe that this person is 23 years old and not 16. Okay, so next. Yes. Absolutely, yes. This is old Hollywood. I love the throw, you know? And I love this moment. It was super, super cute. But I do love her second outfit more. I love the black look more. Oh, it was great. And you know what? I used to hear all the time in Silent, like, black doesn't photograph well on red carpets. This is gorgeous. And she even had, like, the detail on her nails with the hanging jewels. I loved it all. I loved it all. This is glamour. This is old Hollywood glamour, and I'm here for it. Next. Well, I appreciate Joe Jonas showing up in a bomber. You know. I want you to look at me in the face and tell me that this is not a wig and a top hat away from being a sexy Mad Hatter Halloween costume. And you know, and this is a Sophie fan. I said page. No, this is like a Sophie fan show. You know what I mean? Like, I'm pro Sophie all the time. There's nothing that she does and I'm just like, I love everything that she does. But this is, I'm gonna say it. I've been to Charlotte Russe. I'm sorry, and especially the shoe. The shoe is so like 2010 Jeffrey Campbell. You know what I mean? And I'm just not. We were all rooting for you. Okay, so next. Okay, what in the friggity fuck was happening today? So Priyanka, baby, you look like a solar panel. Like, and you know what? I think that, like, J-Lo did it better. That's it. Next. And you know what? I gotta give it. I talk a lot of shit. Danielle, even though you look scared out of your mind. I've got to give her props. She was the best dressed wife out of the 3 Jonas wives, you know? And I'm going to let her have it because she looks amazing. And I just have to say, God, no matter what. Once again, Kevin is overshadowed. I just like, the man can't have he doesn't have one moment for himself. He must have been like, I look pretty good today. And then she walked out and he was like, God, fuck. Okay, next. I love the way that I live and die for him. I love him so. Right? This is not Versace, but that is Versace. Okay, so I love it. I love a Versace moment, obviously. I feel like Donatella, I am so sorry. Donatella Versace must have like folded this and gave it, like this is something that I could totally see Donatella wearing in like 1990. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I think she wore something similar to the Met one year in black. I just love it so much. I love the studs on the cowboy hat. And I even texted Molly during this. This was like hour 14 of the Grammys. And I remember texting her being like, I don't know why this is giving me so much like Nicki Minaj energy. And she was like, oh, I see it. And then while I'm on Twitter, I did not know that Lil Nas was a Barb account. I had no idea that he was like a Nicki Minaj fan account. And that became, and isn't it weird that a Barb won a Grammy before Nicki Minaj? But then over the weekend, I sent the recording to Molly. She didn't listen to it. Nicki Minaj did an interview. Because it came up like, why don't you have any Grammys? And apparently there's a guy that's like one in the recording academy that she like disobeyed. That she was doing all this promo with like LL Cool J one year. And they were like, okay, but we don't want you to perform. And she's like, no, I've done all these commercials. Of course I'm gonna perform. And she did that like the Catholic Church. Remember when she came out like a pope or something? Like a nun, whatever, something like that. And there was so much backlash that she thinks that she's being punished and she will never get a Grammy. There is some gossip for you. Okay, next. Listen, I love this from the neck up. And you know that I love my Billy. I love my Billy. But you're gonna look at me and tell me that this is not a Cher costume. I see people and they're like, he ate this up. It's okay to love somebody and say, this was not eating at all. This was not eating. First of all, I'm gonna say the C word. It looks cheap. It does. It looks like he had a Project Runway challenge, and I can see him with Tim Gunn hovering over him. What do you got there? And he's like, zzz, zzz, all night long under that little lamp, zzz, zzz, like running for the challenge. You know what I mean? I see it. The way that I can feel this fabric, the way that I know this fabric, and it's just bad fabric. The hat, however, I love. I love this hat. 2 things. One, was the hat the idea first and they modeled this outfit after the hat? 2, do we only love the hat because it moves? You know? Yes. But this looks like this is ABBA. This is not fashion. This is ABBA. Please. And like, I think this is the thing. I'm always excited to see Billy Porter on the red carpet. And every red carpet, he always fucking hits it. He creates something that's so like glamour and beautiful and like effortless. But the last 2 red carpets, I've been like, Billy, were you busy? You know what I mean? Did you let stylists choose for you? Like, but then again, this is very fitted. He went to fittings. I'm very confused. Next. Okay, so this is one where Molly and I almost got into a fight because I texted you confirmation because this is what I don't like. I don't like when I text somebody and I say, I love this, and then they say, well, everybody I'm with disagrees. Oh, you all do? Oh, really? Are you with Donatella? So anyway, I love it. And a lot of people are like, you know, she was like, she was going for a look, you know, or maybe she's like trying to be a fashion girl and she's just not a fashion girl. And maybe I have to accept in my heart that I love this because I am tacky. It's gonna be a yes for me. And you know what? Anything that looks like Xenon, I'm gonna go for. I love Xenon, I love Dua, okay? And I know that she can't dance and I still love her anyway. Okay, next. I hate it too. You hate it too. I hate it too. This looks like a cartoon character. And we see the boobs. I'm not gonna comment on the boobs, but we see the boobs. She wants us to see the boobs, you know? But the reason that I put this on the list is because I love this clip of them. The way that I can feel it. I'm like, and when I see videos like this, I want to forget that he cheated on her relentlessly for years on end in hotels, you know? I want to forget. Because I do love them as a couple. I really feel like they love each other, and I feel like she really brings out his goofy side, you know? And he's like proud to have her, besides like the cheating stuff. Let's see the clip one more time. I love it. But this is what I'm gonna say. Like, so every red carpet, I remember growing up watching red carpets, watching the VMAs, watching Oscars, you know, and I feel like there were so many like iconic, timeless, pop culture, wow moments on red carpets, and we just don't get them anymore. And I need stars, celebrities, people on the red carpet to stop playing safe. I feel it. I know that everybody is playing safe and they're just redoing outfits that have already gotten like rave reviews and gotten the best dressed. They're just, except for Billy Porter. At least, you know what? Billy Porter, he might look the way that he looked, but at least he's taking a risk, because at least he's playing, you know what I mean? Like, he's reaching for new things, he's trying new things, at least that. But everybody just looks exactly the same, and we have to stop letting trolls on social media dictate whether we're gonna have a good night or not. You know, like, if you're gonna get on that red carpet and you wanna wear something, you fucking wear it. Who cares what people with YouTube shows are gonna say? You know, and I can feel people, like, even Billie Eilish, when she won all those awards, if the camera was on her and she was saying like, not me, not me, not me. And I kept thinking, is it because you know the backlash that people, like what the things that people are gonna say, like, she doesn't deserve it, you know what I mean? Like, don't be unafraid of that person who's 42 years old in Maryland and has a Twitter account. You know, they're not, do better. That's my point. Let's do better. And I will be wearing a floofy on every red carpet now. Okay, guys, we have more right after this break. Woo! Let's talk about some moments during the show, some 2020 Grammy moments. Okay, so overall, pretty fucking boring, gotta say. Pretty boring, you know? And Alicia Keys, God, she's like so soothing and mellow, but I really needed somebody. I really miss Billy Crystal hosting everything. I really, you know, like I really want somebody to like pump up the volume. Grammys, I am available for hosting, but I totally understand also due to the circumstances that it was destiny. She was perfect for that day. It was like a really, really sad day. Everybody was in Staples Center, you know, and mourning Kobe and Gigi, you know, and I feel like she was almost like Grammy mom. Really soft-spoken, really nice. But overall, the tech at the Grammys, the sound, you know what it reminded me of? The sound is really bad, and it reminded me of when you record a concert on your Instagram story. It was just bad. The sound was off. Everybody was off. And it just felt like really like loud, like rock and roll. Not rock and roll. But it just felt like, God, it's music's biggest night, and you couldn't get the tech down, you know? Also, I want to say, 112 minutes into the show, and we had presented 3 awards. We gotta keep things moving. We gotta keep it moving. Like, how many there's so many performances. Like, I don't know who's curating this schedule. But you and I need to have a powwow because it is an awards show, you know? It's an awards show. Do we really need Gwen and Blake to perform? Did we need that? You know? I always want to see Gwen, you know, but did we need that song? Did you guys know that song? Did anybody know that fucking song? It's different when somebody's like, oh, this icon. And I'm like, oh, I don't know who this is. Like, there's that one lady who like they said that she got her first Grammy when she was like 13 or something. I'm like, okay, well, this is obviously like somebody iconic. Definitely like let them have their moment. But Blake Shelton and Gwen Stefani? Like, sit down, enjoy the show, wear your beautiful clothes, you know? Like, I get it. You guys are dating. You won't let me forget. I get it. So, but then the show is, so sparse with awards, so sparse. And then three awards back to back to back to back. And it's all Billie. She totally fucking swept that shit. She won all of them. The way that Billie is a pretty girl. You know, she's so pretty. Those eyes. She has a beautiful mouth. And you know what? I want to see more of her baby pics. You can tell she was a beautiful fucking baby. Gerber baby as fuck. Okay? So she's also the second artist ever to sweep top 4 categories, right? And I'm honestly really surprised. And obviously so was she. I had no idea that her brother wrote everything with her. I love a sister-brother duo. I totally love that. And I love that they matched together during her performance. And I think that Billie is so creative. God couldn't give me a droplet, right? A droplet. I'm talking about a little bit. She's so talented and I listen to her lyrics and I'm like, there's no way a 16-year-old girl wrote this shit. Also, we might need to check on Billie. It's a little worrisome, you know? But the talent that she has is insane. My favorite performance of the night was not Billie, it was actually Tyler, the Creator. Okay? He set the stage aflame. We have a clip. I love a ballad, you know? Something to play in the bathtub. Listen, this song perhaps may not provide one with Subway shoulders, you know? But I appreciate energy. God, I appreciate energy because Alicia Keys had to sing 37 songs. Alicia, we get it, you sing. We understand that you sing. She was just like, now that I have the stage, and I'm like, no. But guys, I love Tyler the Creator. I almost said I love Tyler Perry. The thing is, when you see these performances, they all kind of look exactly the same, you know? And for him, he is so creative, and he just did something that I wasn't expecting at all. And God damn it, now I'm gonna talk about Demi Lovato. That girl can fucking sing! She can fucking sing! So this was her first performance in years, and also the first performance after her overdose last July, right? And when you hear interviews about it, she'll never say the word overdose. She'll say what happened last summer or the incident. So it was this is her first performance since what happened, if you will. So this is a super emotional moment. And I'm gonna be honest, the whole Grammys, I was I cannot wait to see Demi Lovato. Because we haven't heard her in a long time. And she's had a very rough year, you know? Overdose aside, you know? She's always being criticized, whatever. However, there was a part in her performance. Okay, so she comes out, she's in the circle, whatever, the spotlight's on her, there's just a piano in the back. I'm like, okay, setting the mood. And she starts singing, and she chokes up, she has to restart. Bitch, I was like, take your time, Debbie! Take your fucking time! You know? And then there was this one tear that fell down her face. Let's see it.
I tried to talk to my piano. I tried to talk to my...
Oh, the drama. I love it. If drama was an udder, I'm sucking on it. I love it! You couldn't even put put that moment into a script. That was just like, that's a Leo. That's a Leo. Prompter Michelle. Thank you. So this tear also reminds me of like, you know when you're crying and like you're talking to your boyfriend and you guys are fighting and that one single tear drops down and you're just like, I am so fucking powerful. So this song is a new song and she wrote it like 4 days before she overdosed. Oh my God, like we're just gonna say it. So before what happened, and I was like, okay, let me give this song a Google, and these are the lyrics. I feel stupid when I sing. If you guys thought I was gonna sing that, absolutely not. I feel stupid when I sing. Nobody's listening to me. Nobody's listening. I am listening. I am listening. I'm a water sign. I am always listening. All right, so I also, this isn't the only performance that I cried at. I also had a big girl cry at this next performance. Camila Cabello, that bitch got me. That bitch got me. And usually when I see her, especially this time, I was like, okay, all right. I guess it's a quinceañera. Like, she always looks like it's a quinces, you know? And I was like, we're at Camila's quinces. Let's do this. Senorita, you know? But she starts the song, right? And I don't know any Camila songs. If they're not on TikTok, I don't know them, okay? That's like the entirety of my Camila Cabello knowledge, right? But she starts it, and it's like, goodbye, I have to go, Daddy's waiting outside. And I was like, if she is doing a drunk driving song right now, after everything that's going on, that we just lost a father-daughter earlier this day, I'm going to frickin' lose it. I guess the way that she was dressed, I would say like a daughter saying goodbye to her, a father saying goodbye to his daughter at prom, you know? But then they pan to her dad crying. Okay? You can play it. It's muy cute. It really, really got me after everything that had been happening. But I just want to say this. Why did the Grammys just assume that we knew who her dad was? I was like, oh my God, the audience has moved. These studio execs, oh my God. Like, I was like, oh my God, that guy's crying. Oh, he's walking too. Or do they know each other? It's her dad. Oh. Like, honestly, I don't know how she wasn't bawling. Like, I can't imagine walking up and saying like that to my dad, Maria Jose. Anyway, so Ariana Grande and her new lips performed. You see it too. You see it too. You know? And I love an Ari moment. I really do. But when she sat in that split, I was like, okay, girl, I see you. And you're very flexible hip flexors. You know? But you know what else we all saw? She put that ring away, baby. Very cute. It's the end of an era. So excited. I will never comprehend this like sexy Mrs. Claus that she always does. She always does this, you know? Justin Bieber is Hailey. So this is the first time that I was like, some insight into their relationship. Let's watch.
What up, Jay?
What's up, Justin?
Good morning, Justin.
This way, babe.
Hey, Hailey, how are you?
This way.
Justin.
Give him some space, guys. Come on, breathe.
I want to say, like, when they first got married, I've always liked Hailey, right? I've always thought, like, she's such a sweet girl, and she comes from, like, a famous family, and she's never had drama, you know? But I want to say, like, this is the first time that I saw them, and I was like, wow, they really are two kids that got married. Yeah. Like, two children that are married now, because they probably wanted to fuck, you know? And she's Christian. Like, are we gonna lie to ourselves? Like, I think that's what I think, you know? And if you say that at parties and people are shocked, you can just blame me. It's fine. But I feel like there's a lot of Aaron Carter energy in that. A lot of like inner self-hate, like. And it reminds me of like my mom and my brother fighting in the car when my mom's like, no, Esteban, you cannot have a party unless I'm there. And if you go to a party, you have to call the parents or like to speak to them on the phone. He's like, shut up, Mom! Like that kind of thing. And it just like, it makes me feel sad for Hailey. It makes me feel sad for her because she's really dealing with somebody who is a big whiny baby bitch. And that behavior, Justin, is not yummy. Okay, we'll be right back after this break. Hey there, welcome back to Teffi's Toto. Okay, so we've reached my favorite part of the show. That's where I get to share some life advice with you and like bond with you. And we call this Teffi's tip. Just the tip. It's never just a tip. Okay, guys, so I heard this over the weekend and I was like, oh, I think I needed to hear this. You know, and the last episode we did on Friday was very like body positive. Body positive. Okay, body positive. So I can't tell you, I mean, how many vacations I've missed out on. I didn't go to the beach for like 2 years because I was so self-conscious and I couldn't handle a dimple of cellulite, you know? And I was so hypercritical. And I read over the weekend that don't wait to feel better about your body. Like, go on the vacation, go on the trip, go make memories with your loved ones, your friends, your family, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, whatever. Just go. Because life, you don't want life to happen to you, you want to be a part of it, right? Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. You get me, girl. I love your top. Okay, guys, so that's our show. Thank you for coming. Thank you for viewing. I'll see you tomorrow, same place, same time. Sound good? All right, I'll see you there. Get out of here. Get.